in Nashville. We do a really good job honoring the late Toby, but just kind of sucks. Like, especially the people that just see the people honoring him that never really saw Toby or actually knew how good he was. Like, dude was a legend.
Look at the amount of hits he wrote by himself.
By himself, yeah.
As an artist, like, especially in country music, as an artist, a solo massive hit, like, that does not really happen.
Yep.
There are a lot of incredible artist writers, but like, that's just something that I can never wrap my head around. Writing, Should Have Been a Cowboy by yourself. And then just throughout his career, do exactly what to do. The best line ever written.
Yeah, how good of he loved the military. Like, just, it kind of sucks that now, which we're doing a great job honoring him, but number one, you go to anybody's country concert, they're covering one of his songs.
We close with courtesy of Red, White, Blue. What's up? I'm Cooper Allen, and you're watching Like a Farmer.
Hey everybody, it's Pat. Welcome to another episode of Like a Farmer. Every single Wednesday, why don't you turn on your YouTube, check me out wherever you listen to your audio podcast, and remember the 100th episode of Like a Farmer is coming down the pipeline, so maybe respond in the comments who you'd like to see. Cooper Allen joins the show today. Cooper.
What's up, brother?
I got to tell you, man, your team, we've been talking to your team for maybe even a couple months now, and they're like, hey, these are kind of the dates we're thinking. And I was like, I don't know if I can be in Nashville. Like, we've done a couple of those Zoom interviews, and I got to thinking, I was like, yeah, let's just do that. Then we see each other at TR's charity event the other night. You go on stage, do a freestyle. And obviously, if you go on your socials, like, you're a dude that brings the energy in person. And I called my executive producer. I'm like, hey, man, if there's one guy you shouldn't do a Zoom interview with, it's probably Cooper Allen, because that would probably be the most boring one. And number one, I hate him in the first place, but Cooper's the guy that just brings the juice in-house. Like, we got to make it happen, so I'm glad we got to make it happen.
Hey, me too, man. Zoom sucks.
It does. Talking about social media, and everybody I talk to around this town, when your name gets brought up, like, you've done a really good job on social media. I think it's something to be said about, your audience, and you know how to kind of work with this new day and age of media, like what we were just talking about before the cameras turned on, like a bar stool. Like, this is the new way of, like, getting your brand out. Like, where did that start for you?
I guess it started in 2020, when TikTok sort of became a thing, and I'd been here for 2 years. Moved here in 2018 and was playing Broadway and doing that whole thing, and was writing a bunch, but I didn't really have anything going on. So COVID hits and can't play in bars, can't really make money doing that, and moved back home for a couple months to North Carolina, and my wife had told me, you got to download TikTok and check this thing out, and I thought it was, the dumbest thing in the world, like everybody did.
Yeah.
And, got on it, and, as some stuff started to work, it was like, I'm getting 10x the followers in a day than I've ever had on, like, any other social media app. And I hated social media up to that point. But it kind of became a vehicle to, like, I feel like I can start to build a fan base a little bit on this thing. And slowly but surely releasing songs, doing content, anything cool and even cringy that I could think of, I get on there and do. And here we are now, 5 years later, and getting to play shows, and people are showing up and streaming the songs and all that stuff. So social media has been everything for me.
And I think it's something to be said about you as an individual, because, like, your live shows are just as good. I mean, we just talked about it. I mean, at the charity event the other night, I mean, you get on stage and you do the freestyle. I mean, you get the people going, and that is a skill set that not a ton of people have. Like, there's, especially with social media, there's some people that can just hide behind the camera and look like, hey, I'm this guy, but you're doing it in real life too. So I got to get your flowers on that as well.
Thank you, brother. Well, it's because before anything in Nashville, I started a band in 8th grade, and we were just playing college bars and, fraternity sorority events all through high school and college. And so when you're doing that, and that's kind of the basis of, your music, that's the foundation of your music. It's like, you can't just show up to a bar and play for 4 hours. Like, drunk people are going to leave if you're not, like, putting forth an effort to get them, juiced up. So we just kind of got in that habit, and that became kind of the most important thing to me, was a fun live show.
So 8th grade, you just mentioned. What was the name of the band?
We were called Below the Line, below the Mason-Dixon line. sick. And yeah, we covered everything, man. Our first show we did like a Hootie song. We did a Five for Fighting song. I don't know if you remember those guys. We closed with Purple Rain. And I'm like 2 years into playing the guitar.
Yeah.
Like trying to play the Purple Rain solo, just disaster. But we weren't that bad.
Were you Winston-Salem, North Carolina?
Yeah.
Right? So where did you get this skill set of being able to sing? Like, was it a family ordeal, or has this kind of been your thing from the beginning?
My grandma could sing really
Okay.
well. She played church organ kind of her whole life, was like the organ player in Winston, and had a great voice. And so that has to be where it came from, because no offense to my dad or something, it's not him.
Yeah.
Okay. he's got a lot of skills,
Yeah.
but and he likes to get up on stage and rap a little bit, but that's a whole nother thing. But yeah, I think grandma and music was always a big part of what we did growing up, just going to concerts. And, my brothers loved music. My parents loved music. It's just kind of one of our things.
What was it like growing up in Winston-Salem? I mean, is it
Best place in the world, bro.
Well, you're being biased when you say that, but I mean,
Yeah, spend a weekend there. I'll tell you, Winston-Salem, we got Krispy Kreme donuts started in Winston-Salem, Camel cigarettes, Winston-Salem, Texas Pete hot sauce, Winston-Salem. The original Empire State Building, before they built the real one, they built like a little one in Winston-Salem, original Empire State Building. And I'm definitely forgetting something, but don't sleep on Winston-Salem.
dude, I had Derek. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know.
Come on.
Man.
Well, hey, we do need to fact check that, please, because if Cooper is correct in saying that, then that's on me.
Yeah, no, that is.
I might have to do my
I've been lying to
honeymoon
my whole
there. I
life.
mean, golly.
Have you ever looked at our skyline? We got
No.
biggest building we got just looks like a huge penis.
Okay.
It's
well,
awesome. So it really sets the city apart just from the jump.
Yeah, like right when you get there,
Yeah,
You're
you
in
see
town.
that round top above the trees, and it's magic.
it's time to go. When did you decide, because you're in Nashville now, right? Like, at what point was it during COVID that you moved here, or that you said, okay, I might actually have something here? Because I remember seeing you, like, long ago, like, when it comes to socials on, I mean, it was one of the covers. It might have been, that Colt 45.
Yeah.
I mean, what you did there, I want to say that might be your most streamed song to date. You'd have to correct me if
It's
I'm
definitely
wrong,
up
but
there. It's like in the top 3.
Yeah.
And was for a long time before some recent ones. But
when you do that type of stuff, like, at what point you're like, okay, well, maybe I can actually make a career out of this. Let's go.
yeah, so I'd moved here. It was, I think Colt 45 came out in 2020 or 21. So I'd technically moved here in 2018 after college. And just always knew, like, you just gotta be in Nashville to at least get things started
Yep.
and meet people and collaborate with people. And that was also kind of before the social media thing, where I guess now you can really do it wherever. But I still believe you have to spend a lot of time here to just kind of get integrated in the community. And when you collaborate with people that are a hell of a lot better than you, that's really how you become better. And that's kind of what Nashville's all about.
Yeah, and you've done a good job surrounding yourself with the people that you have. You've got a great team. You're with Makewake, is that correct?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a hell of a team.
Great team. Not just saying that because he's sitting right there.
I'm not
That's-
either. I would say that, yeah. We're not pumping them up or anything. We're not pumping Walker up, but I'm just saying, when you go, it's one of those things, you can go online and you just look at the roster, right? I mean, there's some names there.
Yeah, it's I've been really, really lucky from when I got here. Just the people that have been interested in working with me, and that it's been a good fit. They're all people that, I don't know, really believe in what I want to do, and because what I do is a little bit unique, it's different. It's kind of all over the place. Doesn't really follow a whole lot of, maybe industry rules or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. But I've got a lot of people that believe in my vision and want to empower that vision and help me get there. It's awesome.
We play a game on this show. What's in the cooler, presented by Outlaw Light? I got a cooler right here behind me. And there's some questions in this cooler, Cooper.
You got to tell me about Outlaw Light.
This right here, think about, you're a college football guy, right?
Big time. My
When
team
you wake
sucks,
up-
but
Yeah. UNC?
it's hard. Yeah.
I mean, you got the greatest football coach. Yeah, actually, I'm not even going to get in on that right now because I'm going to spend some time on that.
Yeah.
Think about being in the fall time. Maybe go sit in the deer stand. Maybe get something, maybe not. But you get back, Hallie's cooking chili in the kitchen, okay?
Amen.
And you smell it, you walk in, and you can hear game day on. Pat McAfee, all the boys. You need a beer. It's Outlaw Light. That's the beer you're going to grab. It's just that refreshing taste of like, man, I've made it. We've made it to fall. Feeling a little cooler outside. You're in the deer stand. Chili's in the pot. Like, that's what drinking that first sip of Outlaw Light feels like.
You've sold me. And there's
It's a
nothing
good
like
ad
Allie's
right
chili.
Is it really good?
I don't know if we've ever made chili before,
Okay.
but my mom makes a great turkey chili.
There you go. So there's some questions in this cooler, all right?
All right.
What's in the cooler? Present by Outlaw Light. Just take a look, answer them, and tell these people the real Cooper Allen.
Craziest DM I've ever gotten. How inappropriate.
Yeah, you
is
can.
this podcast?
Yeah, you can ride the line. It's okay. You've already told us about your penis skyline, so you might as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably going down that route again, honestly. We got a lot of like people that pretend to be me online, and it's terrible, disgusting. But they get in conversations with these people, and some people think they're talking to me, and so they'll, really start to believe it after a couple months. And we've definitely gotten some pantsless men in the DMs for sure.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Who was I talking to? Oh, it was one of the McBee brothers, the McBee dynasty. They got a reality TV show on Bravo, and they have a podcast called Meet the McBees. It's like every day that one of them wakes up, they just have they have a picture in their DMs. I mean, that we've got to put a stop to that.
That's a tough way to wake up.
Okay.
I'll be honest.
Yeah, we got to put a stop to that. Yeah. Go ahead, next. I'm sorry for that, man. That's terrible.
Yeah,
it's not the way you want to wake up.
I know. It's just, if you weren't doing country music, what would you be doing? I always say JV basketball coach and like 9th grade history teacher.
Is there a reason why JV? Just because
varsity is too much.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want that burden. But JV, you can kind of have fun with it. Teach the kids some fundamentals.
Yeah.
Boxing out, the whole don't touch a basketball in practice. Like, that's my dream, is to get kids running some suicides on a basketball court.
And the history is because you feel like you're good at it?
You kind of got to teach something.
Okay.
I feel like if you're going to be a JV coach, because you're not quite on the varsity level.
Yeah.
So, teach them a little American history.
Yeah, and I want to say that's still a thing of, at least back home where I'm from, that was the thing. Like, if you're a coach, especially on the JV level, you have to teach something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay.
A lot of them teach gym. But,
Yeah.
If you could sing one cover song one last time, what would you choose? Dude, my first favorite song was Follow Me, Uncle Kracker. Jam of all jams.
That's like a top 5 for me.
Yeah. I mean, I was 5 years old. That's the first song I learned every word to, ran around the house singing. And I'd probably go with little Uncle Kracker.
He's been on the show, I forgot when it was, but then Drift Away. I don't think Drift Away was his original song, but he...
It was Adobe Gray,
okay.
I think. It's like a 60s song.
But he did it, and that was one of my... And then him and Kenny Chesney have done some great songs. Like, he's an OG. When it comes
and before he was... Kid Rock's like my favorite.
Yeah.
And before Uncle Kracker was Uncle Kracker, he was the Crack.
Yeah.
And he was like Kid Rock's backup rapper.
No,
I'm sure y'all got into all of this. Like, if you go and listen to the album that Follow Me's on, half of it is just like straight rock rap, and it's awesome.
Back then, because it was Michigan, they're all from, it was Eminem, Uncle Kracker, and
Detroit music, man. You got Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah.
Bob Seger.
You do know your music. Like, you're very intuitive when it comes to, I think, music as a whole. Is that an accurate statement?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's pretty useless, but
I want to say that.
It's fun to talk about.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Yeah.
Next question. You just told me the band that Drift Away was in the city. Like, I didn't even know that. Matter of fact, the comment section when I was saying Drift Away was my favorite Uncle Kracker song, I just got roasted on YouTube. Like, this fucking guy don't even know Uncle Kracker. He didn't even know that's it. I had no idea.
You don't know the crack, bro.
Yeah.
What is one of your favorite moments on tour? This is kind of, I guess this is on tour, but we got to sing my song "Never Not Remember You." We got to sing it at during Police Week in DC, which was kind of in the middle of a tour. We just went over to DC and sang on like the Capitol, mall and all that stuff and sang it for fallen cops. And that's the coolest thing I've done.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That is really cool. When you think about that, do you have, because you have a platform now. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, well, you've got a platform for multiple reasons, first and foremost, taking care of you and your family, but also doing what you are passionate about. Same thing what Thomas does with Love One. It's like, do you have any of those when it comes to
we
what you're locked in on?
Thank you for asking, because we started the Cooper Allen Foundation last year, and we're about to start really promoting our next event this coming year. We're going to do it in Nashville. We did it in Charlotte last year. But it's a mental health foundation, something that's always kind of been important to me, something I've always dealt with. And, we got together, raised like over $400,000 last year for mental health. That ain't close to TR numbers over at Love One, but that was awesome what they did. And this year we're doing veterans mental health. So really excited to start pushing that.
And everybody's different depending on the stage of where they are in their career, but I feel like most individuals want to have a point in their career that they can give back. So.
Yeah. Well, and I always wanted that. I kind of thought like you got to be bigger, you got to be doing arenas or something, was always what I thought. But then it was my mom that called me. She's like, I think we should just like, if you want to do this, let's do it now. Let's see what happens. And even if it starts super small and gets bigger, whatever, but it's never too early to start putting that into motion. And it's been the best thing career wise I've ever gotten to do. And my parents and my wife really do most of the heavy lifting on that. So it's been really cool working with them, and I don't know, just see what we can do for some people.
We talked about it. So, UNC football, man, like, how do you even?
This was going so well.
Because, I need to understand the feeling, because I know it had to be really good.
Yeah.
When Belichick comes out of retirement and says, I'm going to go to UNC. And then, so keep in mind that feeling you have right now that I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. First game, talking about Monday night of college weekend. Yeah. UNC gets the ball first, goes right down and scores a touchdown. And you're like, holy cow, like that wasn't a fluke in Foxborough. I mean, this dude's coming to UNC and he just scored it. I mean, we're going to win the national championship. And then.
Yeah. So I blocked that weekend off from shows, said no to shows, probably, could help my family. We got a baby coming, could have saved up some money for the baby, right? I spent it on going to Chapel Hill.
Oh, you went to the game?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, got there a night early, rested the night before because I knew Marathon Monday, this is, one of the biggest days of my life. You got wedding, then you got first Belichick game. Yeah. And, the day in Chapel Hill was so awesome. It was just like, because growing up a Carolina football fan, obviously, basketball was king for a long time, still is. But like I don't know, Carolina football has always disappointed me in terms of with the product, but also just like the fan buy-in, the school buy-in, all that stuff. But I always really cared about it, and my friends did. And so to see the whole place, we're finally bought in. We're spending $10 million a year on a coach. We went and got all these transfers. The fans are here. It's packed. Lawrence Taylor's up there. Michael Jordan's up there. They did the little wrist light up thing. Petey Pablo's on the field getting people hyped up. Chase Rice is leading the Tar Heel chant. They had to turn people away from the Chase Rice concert, pre-tailgate thing, which that never happens in Chapel Hill in terms of people caring about anything football. And so we get there and we're going to the, maybe not national championship, but we're going to the playoff after that first drive. And just, we can't get a first down anymore. It's terrible. And I'm not ready to jump ship yet because I don't know. I'm hoping there's a learning curve that maybe they haven't quite gotten yet.
You've got NIL, you have the portal. You got to let him get his guys in. Yeah. Because you would know, for everything he did with New England, he's going to get his guys in there. And
he came in late. And so like that winter portal, it was kind of a disadvantage, and the spring portal's not as good as the winter portal, whatever. But God, it's hard to watch.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's really bad.
When you're not playing music or focused on your career, I mean, is that kind of what are some things that you like doing outside of watching UNC football or basketball?
I mean, I listen to like every single Carolina podcast out there. It's music, Carolina, and like I play golf every now and then. That's kind of it.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, you're really.
I put a whole lot of eggs in that Chapel Hill basket for sure. I think like the most embarrassing moment on tour I've had was we were playing. It was some festival down in Florida. I think it was Country Thunder, and Carolina football was 5-0, and it was like dark horse playoff. It was Drake May year, and we're
Dude's a beast.
So good, man. And we're 28.5-point favorites, I think, against UVA at home, and we lose. And I'm just like, I threw a temper tantrum outside of our bus, and like I look behind me, and like Kip Moore's walking to the stage to go on from his set we'd played earlier in the day. Like Hardy's bus is right over there, and like some of his guys are looking over, like this guy's a psychopath.
Yeah.
So yeah, when it hurts bad.
Josh Allen came on the show. I guess this was probably maybe 3 weeks ago, a month ago. And I was asking him about these young QBs coming up because he's a veteran now. I mean, he's in year 8, which is crazy to think, but like, you're the guy now.
Yeah.
And he loves May. And we all run in like similar circles when it comes to like financial advisors and agencies, and also I've met Drake a couple times. That dude's a stud, man.
Stud. Absolute stud. Like football and just in life. He's just a great dude. That whole family. I've actually never met Drake, but I've met.
The whole family's got athletes too. I mean.
Yeah. And like Luke May, he was there when I was there in Chapel Hill. And like, what a beast. Walker, Kentucky fan, loves talking about Luke May. The shot, man. But they're all just like really good dudes.
Like when it comes to NFL, what team would you choose? Like now that Drake's there, would you be a New England guy, or are you cheering for the Panthers on Sunday? Because that's brutal. You want to talk about UNC on Saturday.
And I'm not a Panthers fan. So like I'll cheer for Drake. Like Amari Hampton's in LA. I'll cheer for him. But I've been a Detroit Lions fan since the 5th grade. I chose them because Kid Rock and Uncle Kracker, honestly, I was like, I don't really like the Panthers, and I need a team. Yeah. I'm going to buy in at the ground floor. And now it's pretty sick.
When you came into town, and I don't know how this works, so excuse my ignorance on it. I'm looking at it as athletes sometimes. But when you first came into town, was there anybody, like a veteran in town, that you kind of locked into that has helped you kind of guide where you're at in music now?
Yeah, I'll say Nashville's like, and country music is so cool with how just family oriented it all is. And there's a whole lot, I don't know, you just don't really feel like the competitiveness or like the, people being assholes to each other thing. You just don't really feel that a whole lot in country, which is awesome. So everybody that you come across is generally pretty cool. Walker Hayes has been really, really good to me.
Love Walker, man. He's been on the show like Walker. I love Walker Hayes.
Just, one of the coolest dudes, so down to earth, and peak of fancy, like, and biggest country song in the world. That's when I got to know him a little bit. Yeah, but he took time to talk to me when he didn't have to, and he played our foundation event last year in Charlotte, and we didn't have really any money to give him or anything. He did it pretty much for free. Just the kind of person he is. He's been really cool.
What have you seen? And we've talked about it before. Like, you have this type of country music that has really come into the genre, whether it's, you want to call it pop country. There's rock in country music now. I mean, we were at a Hardy show in Madison Square Garden, which is just crazy to think.
One of the best shows out of Nashville right now, man. It's awesome.
It's so good. But how have you seen any change or gotten any feedback on, this new wave of, it's not like how it used to be, which is fine. And I think everything changes, and there's some people that can do both. Like, hey, I like to rock with a little bit of 90s country, but I'm a big fan of, you want to talk about something that's changed the game, is we all forget about Florida Georgia Line.
Yeah.
And we all forget about Luke Bryan. Luke kind of brought that pop country into the genre too. Yeah. But what are your thoughts on that? Have you seen or heard anything that?
Dude, I love it all. Yeah. And I think it all, I don't know, pre-social media, you just had, there was a lot of gatekeeping, and that's not a bad term. It just like, you know, people discovered music by what they were able to discover it through, and there were less tools. Now you can discover a new artist on TikTok or Instagram every single day. And so it's become a lot more fan driven and all that stuff. And since it's become more fan driven, you've just seen a lot more like, you know, just really cool stuff going on, because people like everything. And there's people that love pop country. There's people that love rap country. There's people that love, you know, 90s country that's being done today. I mean, you look at Zach Top's one of the biggest artists in all of country music. And that's because people love that stuff and latched onto it. So I think that there's a place for all of it, which I think is really cool. And my playlist, you know, even growing up was, you know, 50 Cent and Eminem, and it was also Kenny Chesney and Toby Keith, and it was also, you know, Johnny Cash and Willie Nelson, and then it was Third Eye Blind and Hootie. I mean, it was just all over the place. And I think people at the end of the day like a lot of different stuff.
Yeah, especially, I mean, you're being humble about it, but it seems like how you love music as a whole. I feel like I could go in your truck right now and it could be anything. I mean, I don't know what Cooper Allen's playing on the aux, you know.
Generally, it's a bunch of old dudes getting mad about Carolina football. But
yeah, you're a big podcast guy. Have you ever thought about having your own podcast?
Dude, what you do and what people that do podcasts, it's so hard.
Thank you.
And I'm not just saying that to kiss your ass. Like, that is, to be able to like ask the right questions and like hold a entertaining conversation is so hard on your end.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. I think the biggest thing is like you're fortunate enough to get to pick and choose who you want on your show. I don't do this for clicks or anything like that. Like I love storytelling, and I'm interested in people. Like I really am. But you have to keep conversations, and it's also a skill set that like I would want everybody to have in life, as in like looking somebody in the eyes and talking to them, you know, shaking a man's hand, taking a hat off when they're meeting one, like that type of stuff. Like you'd want to have that skill set. And public speaking is very important to me. I think it can take you a lot of places in life. Yeah. But you're a good talker too. I think you'd be a great podcast. Maybe if the music doesn't work out, you could think about it.
I've always thought I've got like a PA announcer voice a little bit when I'm talking.
Dude, a great voice. You really do.
I mean, I could, you know.
You can
announce
maybe
a
call
starting
a
lineup somewhere.
Yeah, UNC maybe.
Yeah.
The music thing, Mount Rushmore of music. Who would you choose? Because I feel like it's all over the spot.
Wow, like of all time.
And it can be anybody.
Dang, man.
Like you could put Lil Wayne and Hank Williams Jr. on there for all I care.
I would put bands can be one head, right?
Yeah.
I'd put the Rolling Stones on there.
Great one.
I think you got to put Johnny Cash on there. I think put Toby Keith on there, at least on mine. Musically, I'd throw Eminem on there just because I think there's nothing like that stuff.
That might be one of the better ones we've had.
Toby Keith, I feel that's really the only one I'm like, that's got to be on there.
Yeah,
for me, because that was like, growing up, that was country music for me.
Yeah, it's one of those things where we as a society, especially here in Nashville, we do a really good job honoring the late Toby, but it just kind of sucks. Like, especially the people that just see the people honoring him that never really saw Toby or actually knew how good he was. Like, dude was a legend.
Look at the amount of hits he wrote by himself.
By himself, yeah.
As an artist, like, especially in country music, as an artist, a solo massive hit, like, that does not really happen.
Yep.
There are a lot of incredible artist writers, but like, that's just something that I can never wrap my head around. Writing, you know, I Should Have Been a Cowboy by yourself, and then just throughout his career, knew exactly what to do. The best line ever written.
Yeah, how good of he loved the military. Like, just that kind of sucks that now, which we're doing a great job honoring him. But I mean, number one, you go to anybody's country concert, they're covering one of his songs.
We close with Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue every night, and it is, you know, I think we have a lot of great crowds. A lot of crowds love our songs and all that stuff. But like,
when you play that,
it's like the national anthem. People, if you're at a county fair and there's a lot of people like sitting in the stands, like you suddenly see everybody stand up and they take their hat off and they go like that. It's awesome.
As it should be.
Yeah.
You've been on tour with some some monsters over. I mean, what was one of your favorite like tours that you've been on so far?
We've actually mostly done
Just
headline
headlines?
stuff.
Yeah.
And we've been on a lot of amazing, bills with other artists and festivals, fairs, all that stuff. I think my favorite tour would still be the very first one we did was me, Alexander Kay, and Thomas Mack, two of my best friends, and we just like none of us had ever really toured on our own music and done like hard tickets, and we were selling out little 300 to 500 cap venues and all in the same van, sharing a band, and that was like the first time people had shown up for our music, and that was when it started to feel the most real. Which
is so hard to do.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think you were saying that about the podcast too, but even that, when you're new into the game, and to have the mental capacity of like, wow, I just showed up and 100 people were there.
Yeah.
And to do it and to continue to do it, like, it's crazy to me, like, how people do it. I mean, it's facing adversity, which everybody has to do in life, but I mean, I'm sure you've had a show where it's like, okay, what am I doing?
Oh, bro, in the past, let's see, in September, put August and September together, we had probably the biggest show we've ever played, which was about 6,000 people, which is a ton for me. And then we also had a show where we played to 100 people. And
was it your show, like, that you did 6,000?
Yeah, it was at the Washington State Fair.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot. Like that.
It was a ton. And we don't really touch. We're usually in like I say 800 to 2,000 is kind of where we most often live. But yeah, we did a show on a Monday night somewhere and 100 people showed up. The night before we'd played for like 2,000 people. And so it just, I don't know, you always keep it in perspective a little bit. And just like, at the end of the day, we're really fortunate to even be doing this. And we're going to give those 100 people the same show that we just gave 2,000 people. Yeah.
Well, it's something to be said, too, of you're committed, but you're a really good dude, too. Like, I mean, every time that I've been in a, like, place that you've been in, everybody, you attract people. Everybody comes to talk to you, and you're willing to do anything for anybody. So I think that's something that will come back to behoove you as an artist when you need something down the line. And it's like, going back to how hard it is to do what you do, like people, I think you lose, and correct me if I'm wrong, you lose a lot of people because of that aspect of like, okay, I'm not doing that again. Like, I just played for 50 people and I thought it was going to be 1,000. Like, this isn't for me. I'm out. Yeah. I feel like we lose a lot of good artists that way.
Yeah. And it's, it is, it's hard, but at the same time, it's like, God, even though playing a show for, say, 100 people is hard, how many people's lives and works are so much harder every single day? And that's whenever I have a moment of complaining, which, I mean, we're musicians. We love complaining. It's what we do. But it's like, I've chosen to do this. I've chosen to get on this bus. I've said yes to all these shows, and I could have said no if I didn't want to do them. So I'm here, and I could be doing a lot of other things that I don't love as much as this. So you kind of got to just kick yourself in the ass sometimes.
Yeah. I'm not ready to go teach history yet in JV basketball.
I know there are plenty of JV programs that need me.
Yeah.
But that time will come.
I'm not ready yet. Big 6 months, couple months coming up for you.
Yeah.
New baby.
Come on.
I have a gift for you too, by the way.
Is this for the baby?
It will be one day. And you need to understand that. Baby girl.
Yeah.
Does everybody know that? Am I allowed to?
Oh, yeah. That's been announced.
That's for you. It's like every dad should have a case knife in their pocket, especially if they have a daughter.
Dude, this is sick.
And then at some point, do we have a name for the baby?
We're still kind of narrowing that down.
And then said name, she should be carrying a case knife as well.
Yep.
Look how,
And any dude that tries to come near her for the next 25 years.
Yeah. Boom.
This is going to be important. That's sick.
Oh, that's pretty cool,
Thank
right?
you.
Like, every time somebody opens up a case knife, like, I love, it's cool growing up where I grew up, like, everybody always had, like, a knife in their pocket. It was one of those things, like, you never had to go and get a kitchen knife I got a knife in my pocket right there.
Yeah.
The amount of knives I've had taken from TSA over the years is like a little unhealthy.
I was about to say, I always forget to take the knife out of the pocket.
Terrible.
And I got like my favorite knife I got for graduation, and just lost it
done
in an
with
airport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they didn't. I mean, they kept it. Like, you need to know that.
Yeah.
Like, they now have a nice knife.
Yeah. Somebody in there is walking around with a really sick knife in their pocket.
Yeah. We could go on the TSA. Congrats on that debut album.
Yeah, baby.
That's got to feel good. Do we what's the name of the debut album? Sorry.
It's called Winston-Salem.
Okay.
Plugging with the shirt right here. And yeah, I can't believe I've never actually done like a full length project before. Done like EPs, but this is the first big boy album.
And I didn't know that either. And that just shows, it goes back to your team and you as an individual. Like, you would think, like, that dude's probably got like 10 albums. I always see him on social singing something.
Yeah.
So I think that's awesome that you're doing that. Can you run me through how you as an individual, like, are you writing most of these songs, or is it co-written? Is it from past experiences in your life? Like, how do you release your music?
Yeah. So the whole album, I'm a co-writer on, is it 20 songs? 20 songs. I think I'm a co-writer on all. All 20. That's just kind of important to me, and I love outside songs, and we'll always hear them. But again, I just I run a little bit weird when it comes to this stuff, so I'm like, I kind of got to be involved there.
And everybody has their own way. That's why I'm so interested in it. Like,
exactly. But the album's set up. It's two sides. Winston is one side. Salem is one side.
Nice.
Winston is like kind of serious, heartfelt, emotional storytelling, a lot of family, a lot of life, just kind of what I'm going through personally, a lot of it. Talks about everything from, people that make this country awesome, to dad and mom songs, to me becoming a dad song, to mental health songs. So it's kind of those issues. And then Salem is all just crazy shit that I've loved doing for years. And it's 9 songs that probably don't really sound alike, or just do weird things sonically or lyrically, and that's always kind of been half of my artistry also. So it's really cool to be able to, put it all in one project, and hopefully fans don't listen to it and go, what the hell's going on here? But
yeah.
I think it's cool.
Do you do any any freestyling or anything?
There no like freestyle, because with those, like, I've thought about releasing one of those 3-minute mashups before.
That'd be awesome. Now, you come up with it like on top of your, like, just like, for instance, the TR thing. Was that just top of mind?
No, that took some preparation,
okay,
for sure. I got the auction items and really thought hard on that one, even though it probably didn't sound like it.
That's great, man.
But yeah, I always say, if people want to see it on the spot at our headline shows, the encore is usually like a 20, 30 song crowd request mashup thing. We take it and put it on and just do one like that. So that's my answer to that question. But in terms of like releasing one of those, it's a legal nightmare.
Yeah, true.
It would just be a lawsuit out the ass. So
I didn't know if you're gonna have to help me with this on the music side, but like, how some people put like interludes on their album.
Yeah.
I didn't know if maybe that was such thing as like a Cooper Allen interlude, but instead it's like a freestyle, and then it goes to the next song.
Yeah, but like the whole thing with those is it's always been like a familiar instrumental.
Yep.
Or like mashups of familiar songs, and when you start getting into that, that's when like that makes people mad, and you get sued, or you have to legally clear.
Oh, I'm sure.
50 songs or whatever.
Yeah.
So we've just never been able to like actually do that. But
that comes out when? Remind me again.
November 7th.
Okay, debut album. And then what happens next? Like, when you think about, okay, debut album's out, like, will you go back on the road, I guess, maybe Q1 of next year? Is that how we're looking? Because you finish up soon this year. Yeah.
So album's the 7th. We got Baby Girl due in December. So we're just going to kind of hunker down and we've been on the road so much the past 4 years. I can't really remember the last weekend I had, like, either here or, somewhere. We've just been gone a lot, and so blessed to be busy. But we're just going to kind of hunker down and be mom and dad and enjoy those couple months. We're going to kind of do most of that in North Carolina and start touring end of March.
Love that. Do you know, when you think about the tours that you have been on, because you played a lot the last 4 years, Like, what region? Let's start with the region, then maybe you can, and you can't say where you're from. But, like, who loves Cooper Allen out there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Australia's the best.
Wasn't expecting that. Okay.
Probably the biggest and best we've done. Canada's great. In the U.S., the Midwest is great. Out west, like Colorado, you got up into, like, Idaho, Washington, those areas. Love going out there. The Northeast is awesome. Even, like, Florida and Texas have been good to us, and, like, California's been fine. We just kind of struggle a little bit in, like, Georgia, Mississippi, and Alabama, kind of that, like, Southeast. But other than that, we've had some pretty awesome people show out everywhere. And that's nothing to get, like, that region. We still have great people down there and great shows. It's just a little, I don't know what it is, but we just kind of do better in other places.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things like Texas is its own country now. I mean, my thing, if you can win Texas in country music, you're doing something pretty good. But it's like, you know, when somebody goes back to Texas, like, more people show up than if they were in Ohio type of deal. So it's just interesting to see, like, kind of who's showing out right now.
I'm convinced that Oslo, Norway, never been like my top streaming city on so many things. It's like Brisbane and Oslo, Norway. So that's the only, like, untapped one that I really want to check out.
Let's go out there.
Let's do it.
I'll go with you. It'd be awesome. There's been a moment at one point in life when you've been doing this that you were like, okay, I feel really good about my decision. Because you have so many. I mean, dude, I need to pull it up, especially that Colt 45. So, I mean, the streaming numbers that you do are really good. I mean, that helps, at least on the confidence side. Make Wake's not freaking signing a schmuck. It's not like Make Wake's going to be like, hey, Pat, you know, I think you can sing country music. We're going to sign you. So that's a huge moment. Like, has there been another key one that's like, man, I think I made the right decision in doing what I love?
Yeah, it was once the touring started a couple years ago. That was like, it's not just numbers on a screen. It's real people, and people that are spending money to come and sit in a room and hear us play our songs. That was probably the biggest validator. And then, you know, once you do that, you want to just do more and more and more and grow bigger and all that stuff. But that was when it probably felt the best. But I've always, you know, as risky as doing this is, I guess, I've just always had really good support from Hallie, from my parents. You know, when I told my parents I'm not going to try to get a job after college and I'm going to go to Nashville, they were like, of course. You know, it was never even a conversation. They were like, hell yeah, you do it. We're going to help you however we, you know, can help you. So I've always had a really good foundation of people around me that's made it a lot easier to get through, you know, any sort of, like, rough time.
I love it, man. I mean, I'm telling you, even as you were just talking right there, it's like, you start with these viral moments on social media, and your voice is iconic. I mean, I want to be the first one. Like, if you ever say, hey, music's not me, I need to start my own podcast, like, I want in on that.
Dude, let me record the intro to this.
We need to do that, I know.
Yeah, come on.
It'd be awesome. Or, like, maybe even, like, a little song, like a little freestyle song. Like, could you do, like, since we've been talking, like, how does your mind work? Like, could you hit, like, a little, like, made-up kind of freestyle right now? Like, is it that type of deal?
It's not quite to that. I wish I could operate at, like, the Lil Wayne level.
Okay.
But for something themed, I would need a little bit of time. Yeah.
Some people know how to do that.
Yeah.
I didn't want to make it seem like I was crazy. I mean, because there's some people that can, like, sit here and just ponder and then just hit you with, like, a 2-minute freestyle. Yeah. I mean, those people
all just with Red and Farmer, anything. Yeah, that's like freaking nature stuff.
Yeah. Outside of, you know, debut album, Baby's coming. We don't know the name yet. Hopefully soon. What else are you excited for coming down the pipe?
I'm kind of excited for basketball season to get here.
Yeah.
Because football's hard.
I would be too if I was a UNC fan, yeah.
I mean, even those past couple years have been tough. Yeah, we've just been in such baby mode. And honestly, getting to spend a lot more time in North Carolina. Yeah, we're kind of going to do the split time between Winston and here, which is just, you know, all our families are in North Carolina and all that stuff. So being able to be closer to them is pretty awesome.
Yeah, and that's why I asked earlier about how you do your music. In my opinion, and I think so, it's like you go back home sometimes to get your thoughts on your music. I mean, it's not like you're I'm sure you're getting a lot of thoughts here in Nashville, but those experiences, I mean, I'm sure through these next couple of years as a new dad, new music is going to come from that. So I think it is a good thing, in my opinion, for anybody to go back home and to get new ideas and new experiences that they're about to have. Like, you're going to bring that to everybody through your music, I'm assuming.
Well, and if you don't live life, you have nothing to write about. And so you got to make sure you're doing that too. You got to make sure you're putting your family first and spending time with friends and putting your faith before all of this stuff. And the more you do that, I think the better the songs get.
And your audience, I mean, I'd like to think that a lot of your audience, and don't think about direct like production ag, but people that are tied to agriculture at some point, I'm sure that's a lot of your audience.
A whole lot, especially when you start doing like county fairs and stuff. I mean, they're agricultural fairs. That's what they are, and that's the people that are showing up, and they're just the best people, man. I mean, you go to a town you never heard of in Iowa or Illinois, and it's like, what goes on here? And it's really good people. That's what goes on there. And they're farmers and they're blue collar workers, and they're showing up to the fair and they're having a great time, and they're just, it's really fun to talk to those people and just be around those people. I think you can kind of get in a Nashville bubble a little bit sometimes. So it's just valuable. Yeah.
What's one of the songs that when you play these fairs, like that everybody's, like, have you gotten to a point, and this is a lot of people, and I can be in this situation as well. Like, if you don't know quite everybody's whole catalog, you might know one or two songs. Oh, that's the guy that sings that. Like, which one right now on the road is like, oh shit, that's how they know me, because they know the song. They're vibing now.
Plead the Fifth has been really big for us. That's just kind of, we always played at the end, and it's our top streamer, and has been big for us this year. So that's kind of the one. That Colt 45 song, people still love that.
It's a monster song. I mean,
well, it's when you start with a monster song like the Afro Man, then it's easy to make a monster song off of that. But yeah, I mean, there's nobody better than Afro Man. But
he didn't put him on your Mount Rushmore.
No, that's true. Maybe he's right below.
Yeah, we had 5 to that mountain.
Yeah.
You spoke on the legality of some of this before. Can you educate me a little bit on that Colt 45? Like, do you have to, like, when you do a remix from a song, because it is technically a remix, right, Colt?
Yeah.
Like, do you have to, in my mind, sitting in my seat, it's like you're calling Afro Man, like, hey, man, it's Cooper Allen. I'd like to remix your song.
It'd be sick if I ever got to talk to Afro Man.
Gotcha. But that's not how it goes.
But Afro Man does need to, like, through the channels or whatever, he does need to be like, yeah, this is cool. But generally, if you're sampling a song, remix, parody, whatever you call it, you do have to give something up. And that's up to whoever the original writers were. And so usually, you're giving up a significant portion of publishing, as you should, because you are remixing somebody else's original work and all that stuff. So anytime you see a sample, it's the people that do the original song they're definitely getting something off of it.
Why did you choose that song, out of curiosity?
Dude, that song was, like, huge. For me, all growing up and, like, in college and stuff, like, that was, I don't know. Like, I don't even know if that song ever went #1 back when it was, like, super hot. But that's just, like, been, like, a party anthem forever. And it just kind of clicked one day to, like, what if we did this? And I really did not think it was going to work. I thought it was going to be, like, the dumbest thing I've ever done.
It worked.
And it worked. It was awesome.
It worked. Do you have any other song that you've thought about maybe like, man, let's throw a little remix on this?
I tried it with Because I Got High. Just, why not keep the Afro Man going? Yeah. That didn't really work. Plead the Fifth is, it's a sample of Old Lang Syne.
Yep.
Which is a lot easier because that's public domain. My mind's always kind of working in the sample. A Suit and Tie was a big song for us. It's a 16 tons sample. I like cool samples.
You should. I mean, I think you have gotten to a point and you want it to be this way of like, well, it's time for me to put out, originals like my music.
Yeah.
But there's something to be said about your voice, and stage presence is a big thing too. But like, also, I mean, it's fun. People love covers, right? I mean, we just talked about it. Like,
dude, what's important is giving the people that
what they want,
either listen to you or come to a show,
paying for a ticket.
It's making sure they have fun.
Yeah.
And so we do all of my originals that people want to hear. We cover those every single show, but I will shamelessly throw in some covers in there, and because that's my favorite part of a show is when an artist, covers something, or like they come back out for an encore and, Kenny Chesney is covering a Rolling Stones song. Like, that's awesome to me. So yeah, I think as long as people are having fun, you're doing the right thing.
Totally agree. Before we finish up, how's the golf game, man? I mean, I've seen you now a couple times on the golf course. Haven't gotten to actually watch you play. Do you have any game or do you not?
It's mixed bag.
Okay.
For sure. I think I shot an 86 down in Florida 2 weeks ago, and that was awesome for me.
Where'd y'all play?
It was we did a charity event at Hammock Beach?
Bay?
Hammock Bay.
Okay, yeah. Yep.
And so, like, if I break 90, I'm super stoked. But the driver's really clicking right now. The irons are terrible. Putting, whatever.
Yeah.
But if I'm just driving it straight, you can have fun.
There's a lot of artists now, when they're on the road, I mean, the golf clubs are with them. I mean, is that just more of a, hey, I don't want to think about anything day of the show. Like, I just want to go out there and play golf. Is that, I guess, some sort of...
Yeah, I probably play once every 2 months.
Yeah.
I think. Just because, like, we roll up and I got a lot of content stuff to do and trying to get a bunch of videos while my videographer's out on the road with me. So when I come back to town, you can focus on writing and all that stuff. So we don't have a ton of time to play, but it is sick when we get to.
Well, we'll have to tee it up sometime, man.
Come on.
Now that I know what you're shooting, we'll just play even. Let's just play straight up. I'm not going to give you any shots. We'll be good. We'll have a big bet on it, but no shots. I get to choose where we play, and then
I like to keep my handicap in the 20s. You can't play so much that you get your handicap down low.
I'm at a 2.5 right now.
Oh, Jesus.
And just getting my butt kicked in. But I'm not giving you any shots. We already
shook on it.
Yeah, we already shook on that. But yeah, that's what I'm at right now. But we'll get it figured out, dude. I really enjoy like your just energy you bring into a room. I was telling that to Walker before you got here. It's like we talked about maybe doing a virtual show. Would I be able to make time like to be in Nashville because I'm flying out to Tampa this evening? But you, no matter what happens in music, you have to do something that involves people. Like, you're just a really good human being. I think you have an iconic voice. We talked about that. But, like, you bring positive vibes, and I think that's really important, especially in this day and age. But I'm proud of you, man. I really am. It's been awesome to talk to you, too.
Dude, it's been great to talk to you, man. That's just what y'all built is really, really incredible. And
Appreciate that, man.
In the day of, like, 1 million people trying to do this.
I agree.
It's really, really hard to get something that stands out and lasts. So kudos to y'all. And
thank you. I appreciate
I've enjoyed
that.
talking to you.
Thank you. Congrats on the new baby.
Thank you.
We don't know her name yet. The debut album. That's going to be awesome. I'm excited to kind of see that grow. And like I mentioned earlier, like how you take that to the world is going to be awesome too. Like playing new shows with the new album and all of that will be interesting to see. The fact that you haven't had, like, this is a debut album, that truly just shows that you've been kicking ass. I'm pumped to see you on the road. I'd like to come to a couple shows. I mean, that's kind of my biggest thing too. It's like, hey, I saw you at a couple festivals. I know that. But I think that's the next step. We've talked about it is you can hide behind a phone. You can hide in somebody's, like, truck speakers, but that kind of on-stage presence, like, I'm excited to see that, too.
Dude, come out when we're in Lakeland.
I know. Sun and Fun, Lakeland, April.
Let's have a big day.
Yeah. I have no excuse now. 10 minutes from the house, I'm there.
Exactly. We might show up to your house.
Party. Golf.
Yeah. Shower.
There we go. After party. Appreciate everybody tuning in again. Like I mentioned, every single Wednesday, catch us on YouTube, wherever you listen to your audio podcast. Hey, like, comment, subscribe, share, do whatever you got to do to be like a farmer.